Hi everyone, I'm Andrea and this is your Career Academy Tip of the Week. So this is part 2 of how to transition into a new job field. So in the last video, we covered how to make sure that you are fitting the requirements of the job, especially learning how to use those transferable skills from the job description and bring them over into your resume. But today I want to talk about how to do informational interviewing as a way of making connections and learning a little bit more about the field that you want to go into. So let's get started. In my last video, I talked a little bit about how I transitioned from administrative work into career services. And I realized how my resume wasn't matching the job description and what the employer was looking for. But there's a little bit more to the story. So I not only made sure that my resume matched, but I started volunteering at some nonprofits in order to build up my experience working with people on their resumes and doing presentations about job readiness. And then I also did a couple informational interviews to learn more about the field. And informational interviewing is a really great way of learning about the field, meeting with the person, and also making some connections. So there are 5 main benefits to informational interviewing. The first one is expanding what you know about the field that you want to move into. Number 2 is gaining a personal perspective of the field. And the information they give you may help you realize whether that's a field you want to move into or maybe it's not. 3, it's a way to practice your interviewing skills and also practice those active listening skills. 4, it's a way to expand your network and meet some new people. And 5, you might be able to make some other connections out of the meeting. So here are the steps of setting up an informational interview. 1 is identify the person that you'd like to contact. One of the best places to find contacts is on LinkedIn, and you can connect with the person directly on LinkedIn. Another way is to go on the website, identify someone that would be in the field or the position that you're looking for, and email or call them. The second step is to set up the email or phone call. And the best thing to do is to start out with about 20 to 30 minutes and asking them if they would have the time to share about their profession, and even give them questions that you're going to ask. 3, arrive 10 minutes early. Make sure that you have your questions with you and that you keep to the time limit that you said. If the person is willing to meet with you longer than 30 minutes, then let them make that call. So here's some things not to do in an informational interview. 1, don't show up late. Obviously, you're trying to make an impression, so showing up late is going to show that you don't have good time management skills. So make sure that you are showing up 10 minutes ahead of time. 2, don't take more time than you said you would. If you said 20 to 30 minutes, then make sure that you stay to that. If it's getting to that 30-minute mark and it seems like you're having a good conversation, let them make the call to extend the time, but always make sure to say, I know it's about 30 minutes and I want to make sure that I'm respecting your time. 3 is that you didn't prepare enough questions. So I'm going to give you a list of questions at the end of this video, but make sure that you have 10 to 15 questions for them to answer. 4, don't ask how much they are paid. You can ask what is the pay expected in this field or, for a potential entry-level position, but be respectful of them and don't ask them how much they're paid. 5, don't ask if they're hiring. You're there to learn and to learn about their experiences, so make sure to focus on that. And lastly, make sure that you email them a thank you, letting them know how much you appreciated their time. So I have all of this information in one of the booklets called Social Capital. And so I will put a link to that below. And in it has all of the steps of setting up an informational interview, as well as some of the basic questions that you can ask. All right, everyone, I hope that was helpful. If you need any assistance, please let us know. And I hope you have a good weekend.